Now, Way 31 Storm Tracker meteorologist Laine Pugh with 31 Triple Doppler.
Great to see that there was great weather in Florida and California for both of those launches. Great weather for just about everything here. And only for about one more day, right?
Yep, here to deliver the bad news. We are going to see some, or have the possibility rather, to see some strong to severe storms on Tuesday, but the good news is it gets out of the way by Thanksgiving, which I think we're all thankful for.
I see how you're working there.
Yes, so here is what the storm prediction has us for Tuesday morning. Almost all of us in the Tennessee Valley under that 1 out of 5 marginal risk to have the possibility to see some strong to severe storms heading into your Tuesday morning. Now, this is going to be very early in the morning, so make sure, just in case you have a way to receive warnings, you can download the Way 31 Storm Tracker weather app. That'll be the perfect way to receive warnings. The primary threats right now are damaging wind as well as heavy rainfall. All others like large hail and the tornado risk is rather low at this time, but again, keep checking back in for updates as we inch closer to Tuesday. This is all because our next weather maker, a cold front, will push through, bringing more rain as well as a few stronger storms, but the good news is it's bringing cooler air for Thanksgiving. So rather feeling like late September, we're finally going to be feeling like late November across the Tennessee Valley. Here's how it plays out on future radar. Again, by 10:30 on Monday, we'll start to see some rain over towards the shoals. And as we inch closer to 2 a.m., almost all of us are going to start to see some of that heavy rainfall as well as some pretty gusty winds. As we inch closer to 5 a.m., this is going to start to station over the I-65 corridor. So if you're one to have an early morning commute to work, something you want to be mindful of, make sure you check the radar before you head off on the roads and leave a couple of extra minutes for work. By 6 a.m., again, a lot of heavy rainfall, especially if you're to the east side of the I-65 corridor. The good news is, though, by Tuesday late morning, we start to dry out. A few isolated showers are going to be possible, but most of us dealing with mostly cloudy skies and stay that way throughout the afternoon hour. So if you are traveling on Tuesday, I would go ahead and say wait until late afternoon into the evening. You'll be dealing with much more pleasant conditions that way. We're going to see, again, lots of rain with this system. Over 2 inches of rain in Huntsville as well as Athens and Decatur and Muscle Shoals. Just about 1.5 inches in Scottsboro, almost 2 inches of rain in Guntersville and Fort Payne. So much needed rain with this system, but it's going to come with heavy downpours. So if you have to drive in it, just make sure you're being careful. The good news is, though, it's getting out of the way for the busiest travel day of the year, as well as Thanksgiving. Wednesday morning will be in those low 50s, so rather a little chilly, but in the afternoon we do warm up to the upper 50s, so a cool down from what we see over the past couple of days thanks to the cold front. Even better news, even more pleasant conditions expected as we inch closer to Thanksgiving. It'll be a chilly morning, though, 8 a.m. on your Thanksgiving in those upper 30s. By around lunchtime, we warm up into the upper 40s. By the afternoon, we hit our high temperature around 50 degrees. So again, much cooler than what we have been seeing. As we inch closer to around 5 p.m., the sun's going to start to set. Temperatures will drop quickly all the way down to the low 40s. The good news is, though, not going to be dealing with these cooler temperatures for that long. As we inch closer to the weekend, 60 degrees by Sunday. By Monday, we're back around average, sitting in those mid-60s. Right now, though, we're hanging on to the pleasant conditions across the Tennessee Valley. Here's a live look at the River City with our Way 31 Sky Cam network powered by Thompson Roofing and Construction. Upper 40s right now in Decatur with a north wind at 5 miles an hour, and we won't drop much more for our overnight lows, sitting in those low to mid-40s all the way across the Tennessee Valley. So waking up in the morning, you may need that light jacket. You won't need it for long, though. Already in the upper 60s by noon, and then in the late afternoon hours, warming up into the low 70s, which is above average for this time of year. Then we head into the overnight hours on Monday and into your Tuesday. That's our next weather maker, bringing lots of rain, the possibility to see some stronger thunderstorms. By Wednesday, though, we start to dry up. Upper 50s by Wednesday. Heading into Thanksgiving, the coolest day on the 10-day, sitting at 50 degrees with overnight lows back into the low 30s.
Yeah, talk about the traveling. You're going to be traveling for the holiday weekend yourself.
Back to Birmingham.
One of 81 million
I
that
am
you're going to be
one
traveling.
in 82 million that are going to be on the roads.
She's got a big smile on her face with that. It's going to be interesting, as it always is. Here's ABC's Alex Berche with the latest.